Previously on the Death Saving Bros podcast.
Time to wake everybody up. The normal morning routine. I woke up early and got some reading done.
Nerd.
But I found out a lot the other day when Knuckin was in the infirmary, and he kind of admitted that his experiments were to access the weave out of alive or dead creatures. In Morinbell, they were trying to do similar experiments, but something went horribly wrong.
There's a knock at your door.
Hello?
Nora's there. Are you coming to class or what?
We're late!
Are you going to try and talk to Professor Kane in class? The rumor is that you're all his favorites. Professor Kane walks in. I'm going to need a volunteer. Manny, how about you?
More than happy to help.
And as you do so, Professor Kane stops you and he puts something in place for you. There, that is how you properly make a level 3 surge. I will step aside. The magical desks are back in place and you can ask it for any information that you may need. I will be gone for some time. Dean Doval is still there and she is walking up towards you four.
Dean Doval.
I am formally requesting that the four of you be assigned to our temporary Pyrocross squad.
Dean, the last...
Let's go!
When do we leave?
This evening. This afternoon would be even better, because while you're gone, we will be able to put any ill will towards you to rest, and hopefully end this investigation.
Desk. Do you know who checked out The Rise and Desolation of the Wizarding Community Morinbell?
On your desk appears a library card. You see the names of Fackham Kane, Donnie, and Dola Livia. You see Liang coming down the row towards you. I was told by Dean Doval that I should remind you to go pick up your gear at the WAC.
I steal the desk.
And then it just starts getting, sucked into your pocket, and it jostles Manny's surge that he just built. It falls off the desk, and the piece that Professor Kane had put in place for you pops off. There is actually a slip of paper tucked inside that piece. Welcome to another episode of the Death Saving Bros podcast. I am your host and dungeon master, Paul Camper. With me today, I have Ben Renfro.
Just want to let everybody know that my Richard is as rigid as Mr. Richards over here. Because I'm so excited to be here.
Ben is excited to be here, probably partially because we do have Brad Richards here.
Ben's hands are clammy. He's got clammy hands.
You know who doesn't have clammy hands? Matt Smith.
That you know of.
He's got them dry boys.
What is a warlock's favorite alcohol? Patron.
Ha!
It didn't get funnier the second time.
Laugh, damn it.
I think you've used that one before.
No.
You sure?
It'd be unfortunate because it's the last on my list.
Yeah. Well, maybe the last joke on your list, but the last host on our list is Brad Renfro.
I'm very excited to be here this evening. Thanks for having me.
Well, I don't have a segue out of that one, so I'm just going to say that we are the Death Saving Bros podcast. We are a 5th edition actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, and we are so happy to have you here with us as listeners. Let's go ahead and pick up where we left off last time. Our adventurers, Milo, played by Brad, Thad, played by Matt, Dixon, played by Beerich, and Manny, played by Ben, were all going to class after remedies had started going out to help the students recover from the illness that had struck most of the campus comatose. However, because most of the students still had not yet recovered, it was one big lecture hall with all of the healthy students, and Manny learned how to make a surge from Professor Kane, but Professor Kane was very clearly labeled as being under investigation, so he and Manny were not allowed to converse. Then the rest of the group all talked to the magical desks to get some information on Morinbell, on Pyrocross teams, and on the eye pendant that Dixon has from Liang. Dean Doval convinced the group that because they have an association with Professor Kane, it would be best if they removed themselves from the investigation while they cleared their names, essentially, because there were rumors going around that they might have had something to do with the illness. She promised them some shiny things in order to get them to agree to play Pyrocross, and as they were getting ready to leave campus to go to Danikesh and play the game, Manny found a note from Professor Kane hidden in his surge. And that is what Manny is going to read to begin our episode.
Woo!
Okay, Manny, read it.
You guys want to know the crazy part?
About what?
We've been recording for 15 minutes now. By the time we were here last time, it was 30.
It's almost like we did this before.
We said all the same shit, just more efficiently. Is that what happens when we're efficient? We get through shit in less time?
No, because we already did the recap, so we already remembered what happened.
All right, yeah, let's read the note. I unroll it.
Guys, wait. I feel like we've done this before. But where?
Deja vu.
Yeah, horrible case of deja vu. But, Paul, why don't you go ahead and let me know what the note says?
Preferably in the voice of Fackham Kane.
Yeah. Sure, I will read it in Professor Kane's voice.
He sounds like Waluigi all of a sudden.
Manny, you and your friends.
There's a remix to Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley, but it's Waluigi singing it, and he just replaces the words with Waluigi. Well, I heard there was a secret one.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and read the note. Manny, once you all gather your things and you get out of the lecture hall, you step off to the side and you unravel the slip of paper that had been wound around a piece of your surge, and you can see tight, cramped handwriting that says, Manny, as you may know, I am under investigation for the illness that struck this campus. I am innocent. I believe that Dean Livia is behind this. She has been asking a lot about surges, and let's face it, her explanation of dragon scale dust affecting everyone is complete and utter bullshit. It makes no sense. I will continue to investigate, and I request that you meet me in the surge room in 1 week's time, after you have hopefully successfully beaten the Pyrocross team from Danikesh. All the best, Professor Kane.
God damn.
So,
Yeah, but don't we actually think he did it? That's what someone would say if they were guilty,
Right.
is I'm innocent.
right. I also find it weird with everything going on. He's still rooting for us in Pyrocross. Like, I feel like there's bigger issues.
There's
But
no bigger issues. What are you talking about?
You're right, Dad. Which, the only reason this guy is so what would Olivia's motive be? Is it like she wants to get people sick so then she can cure them, so she looks like... It's like our government, right? Like, make people, like, treat people like shit and then help them out so they look like the good guys in the end? Like, to give themselves more power so people trust them more? Like...
And this is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play
Sorry.
podcast where
Yeah.
we make dick jokes.
Never heard of the United States before. You're right. Penis jokes, right. Keep that on the front of my mind. So yeah, the only thing I can think of from Dean Livia's motive would be to intentionally make people sick so she could be the hero that cures everybody, and I don't know what that would help for with like her stance in the school.
Well, unless that's not the real Dean Livia.
What if she's trying to be
that's
forever
right.
young?
That's also right.
Forever young.
Maybe she's just a bitch.
You forgot the whole there's fake people
Yeah,
thing?
guys, I'm not gonna lie.
You
Sorry,
forgot there's 4 shapeshifters?
it's been a long week, right?
It was 2 days ago. Maybe 3.
Feels like months.
Facts. I think the shapeshifters say, nah.
And so here's the real thing: is Fack wants us to meet him in a week. So
How long does it take to get to fucking Danikesh?
3 days.
Chief.
3 days there, Pyrocross. 3
Play the
days
game.
back.
Mm.
That's like a
Which would
week.
surprisingly give us 0 time to go explore Morinbell.
It is
That's a-
3 days.
That's
right?
a good fucking call.
I didn't give you any amount of time for how long it would take to get there. I
In
don't
that
think
case, it's 1 day.
How long does it take to get there? Keep in mind, it's a different country.
depends how you travel.
Quickly.
By foot?
By Griffin.
Teleportation.
If you went by teleportation, it would be instantaneously. If you went by foot,
Let's take the long route, the harder one.
Dead sprint all the way there. What's our
Bear-
time?
We got a bear crawl just to get ready for the big game. It's just a long training montage from
Well, don't say that, because he's going to turn into a fucking bear and just walk there.
and he will be good at bear crawling
We do
then.
deep lunges.
I just picture...
I'll be a flamingo
What is
for
the
that.
game? Is it just like Knockout with like Little Mac or whatever? Where it's just the training montage of them running the whole way there?
You mean Rocky?
And then Coach
No, the very old video game with Little Mac.
Yes.
Coach Acrea's just next to us on a bicycle.
yeah. Well, if that were the case and you were to go by foot, it would take you close to 3 months.
Oh, excellent. So I guess we take the teleportation
So we
route?
should probably get going.
We would miss the game, for sure.
So teleportation it is, huh?
So
Yeah, let's teleport.
yeah, was that their plan? Was to teleport us there, or like
I
were
say-
they?
Yeah.
Well, you were told that you should go to the whack to pick up your gear before you go to the game.
Did we not?
No, you haven't done that yet.
Wait, do we have a team bus?
Off to the whack.
Are they going to give us rings of haul ass?
We're going to haul ass to the whack.
Yeah. All right, so guys, just
We're streamlining.
keep this note in mind. In a week, we're meeting Fackham. So if there's any questions we want to ask him, be a good time. But until then, let's go, I guess, win Pirate Cross for school pride.
Oh, yeah.
Questions like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
What gives you the right?
What's your deal, man?
Where do you get off?
All right, so you guys do book it down to the whack. You're excited for your new gear and to haul ass to the Pyrocross thing because you're on a time crunch. And as you walk into the area, you see Kyrasta behind the counter. And to remind you what he looks like, he is a dwarf wearing a bandana with a streak of purple hair that is ever so suavely just like dangling out from underneath the bandana. And he goes, "Oh, hey guys, what brings you down here?
Oh, you haven't heard?
Heard the word?"
It was under my impression that everybody has been made aware that we have a Pyrocross match coming up and need to pick up our gear.
Oh, okay. I was told that Manny and Thad were going, but yeah, I didn't know who the other two were, which is why you had to come down here to get your pennies and stuff.
We need guns. Well, just me and just one gun.
Well, I'll have a gun if you're just giving them out.
John Wick over here.
I need 21 guns.
Well, hold on now. I don't just give out guns. I've
You
got
do to me.
pennies here and bats.
Well, I'll take one of those too.
Dean Doval said it was okay.
Do you have a note from her?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think that is necessary. And Dean Doval walks in behind you.
Shit. I was going to quickly forge a note.
Egad.
Well, Milo, that is not acceptable. This is a school, and we don't go around cheating or forging.
Whoa, calm down. I didn't say that.
I just heard you.
No, I didn't actually say that.
No, you never.
Sure, we both know you didn't say that. And she taps the side of her nose and says, Kyrasta, I have agreed with these gentlemen that Thad will get a gun of his choice. And then the other two, Milo and Manny, will both get the level 4 surge. Oh, wow. She must really want you to go play Pyrocross. Excuse me, Kyrasta. Oh, am I not supposed to say stuff like that out loud? And she just rubs her face and goes, just give them the things I said, make sure that they're ready to go, and you four can wait here for Coach Rolta to take you to the teleportation circle. Okay?
You know, I do think that I would be a lot better at the Pyrocross game if I maybe also had a level 3 surge.
Your level 4 surge includes the level 3 spell slot.
What if I need to use it twice? This is an important game, right?
That's a good call.
It is important. Give me a persuasion roll.
I would think for the sport, there'd be like a limitation of the gear you could bring in, because if the school really wanted us to win, they would just give us like unlimited surges, right?
A spiked bat just to beat the shit.
Yeah,
out of
like-
people.
I use my deck of many things.
Milo's gonna be like, "What if you give me a second surge so I'll be better on the field?" And it's like, "Oh, why don't we just give you 10?"
They gave him a gun. Go
Kind of
play
what
the
I'm
sport.
getting at. I rolled a 12.
She says, it is an important game, but this is also going to be something that I'm sure I will not be getting back from you. So I don't want to play favorites when it comes to your studies. Therefore, you only get the one.
You tried, Milo, and I pat your shoulder.
I mean, this doesn't have anything to do with studies. This is the game, but, I rolled what I rolled. Gotta accept the consequences.
And she says, all right, I will see you all, hopefully with a win. And that means many things. Wins on all fronts. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thanks.
And as she walks away, you hear her mutter to herself, good luck to me.
Dean Doval's trying to get lucky.
Is this game gonna be televised?
It'll be available on WK Scry CTV.
I can't count that many letters.
Yeah, just needed to know. Curious if someone special might tune in to watch.
No, they won't.
Yeah, your parents aren't gonna watch you either.
So as you guys are chatting amongst yourselves, Kyrasta has gathered things behind the counter and he lays them all out for you. And each of you has your own Pyrocross uniform and Pyrocross bat, which is kind of a cross between a cricket bat and a baseball bat. Then your uniform is a Pyrocross penny.
Timeout.
Yeah.
What is exactly a cross between a bat and a flattened bat?
He's slightly flat.
Take a flat bat
Like a
and then
field
make it a little
hockey
bit more
stick?
round.
Take a flat bat on one side and then it's a rounded edge.
So like a cricket bat. There's a curve on the back of a cricket bat. Some of them are circled out on the back to add weight.
That's fair.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, you have your uniform, which is a Pyrocross penny. You have the cricket/baseball bat, which looks kind of like a keyblade. You have, for Milo and Manny, you each have an orb, which has orange and yellow accents on it. And there are numbers 1 through 4 on it. Right now, all 4 numbers are glowing. Thad, you have a nice new musket. And Dixon, you have a longsword that when you pull it out of its sheath, you can see that it has runes up the center of the blade, and it is slightly glowing. It is a +1 longsword.
And it screams when you swing it.
With pleasure.
I did not say that, but if you want that to be true, you can make it true.
Every time you swing it, it goes, ah!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And Kyrasta steps back and says, okay, is there anything else that I can, anything else I can get for you?
No, I think we should have everything we need.
Oh,
Right,
perfect.
Dad? Anything we're missing?
Just some knuckle bones, broski.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
And he knucks your fist bump.
Nuction.
Pardon?
Knocks you real good.
He knucks ya.
So good.
He fist bumps you.
Thank you.
Man, Kyrasta, you really know how to knuck a dude.
And just as that happens, Coach Rolta comes through the door and says, Manny, Thad, are these the 2 ingrates that you found to fill out our team for this game?
Bless you.
Is this Coach? I thought she was a woman.
She is.
I am a woman.
She always have this voice.
Get a couple
Did you start
Marlboro lights.
smoking?
You spoke like 500 packs since yesterday.
Is that how you talk to your coach?
What's this fucking...
Coach, we're just concerned, but yeah. These are our group study mates. They're gonna fill in. Wouldn't expect too much out of them.
I'm sitting there with a penny that is just way too big for me. They don't make them in my size.
Yeah,
The sleeves are like down past your hands.
wouldn't expect much out of them. Expect Thad and I to try to carry. But you know what? They have potential.
I'm not expecting a Flacco performance. As long as they can manage a Patterson performance, I'm okay with that.
I wouldn't expect much. This one here, Dixon, he might just cut himself on the field and take himself out of the game. And Milo apparently was mistaken for a ball once, so...
I refuse to talk about it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That actually happened?
In a manner of speaking.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Don't make it weird.
thought
So
it was
yeah, but
balls.
we're working with what we got. Thad and I talked it over. I think we'll be all right.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
Indeed, Thad. Let's go. We're gonna hit the teleportation circle. We're gonna touch down in Asbira, and then we're gonna have 2 days where we're gonna practice, and then we're gonna fight the good fight before we come back here, get you back to your studies. Follow me. And she leads you out of the whack, down a set of hallways, and you enter into a large stone room. It has various tables around the edge, and there are scribes all at the desks taking notations, and there's one standing in the center of the room who walks up to you and says, "Ah, Coach Rota, we're almost clear for your departure time. Are you still on schedule?" "Yeah, does it not look like I'm on schedule? I've got 5 people here. That's what the manifest says. Let's chip cheerio, motherfucker."
Hell yeah.
Can I get that clipped?
Chip cheerio, motherfucker.
Pip, pip, and doodly-do, you son of a bitch.
Kreia, there's no reason for that. Yes, we're on schedule, all right. Well, all 5 of you enter the teleportation circle. This is translating into a little bit of Facum Cane. All right, enter into the teleportation circle, and then, all right, here we go. On the count of 10, 10, 9, 8, posts, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
And there is a flash of light. You briefly see streaks of purple all around you, and there is a flash of gold across your vision. As from right to left, you see rings of golden light that just circle around each other, and they almost look like chainmail. And then you're standing in another stone room. However, whereas the previous stone room was made of gray stone, this new room is made of sandstone, and there's a different set of people in the room. As you're getting your bearings, a gentleman walks up to you, and he bows deeply and says, "Welcome to Danekesh." DM Paul here to give you your episode mid-roll. Patrons who have joined our Patreon at the $5 tier get a shout-out at the end of the show, but the following individuals have pledged to support us financially at the $10 tier or higher, so they get their supporter shout-out right now. Ryan Cushman, Gene L. Jackson, and Gavin Knox. Thank you all for your support. Follow us on social media at Death Saving Bros for any other news. Without further ado, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. My name is Headmaster Tariq Sarim, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to Daunt, the Danekesh University of Arcane and Natural Traits.
I
Don't mind if I do.
Ha! That is quite good. What is your name, young sir?
I am Thad Castle, and I am the captain of this here team.
Co-captain.
Thad, I thought your name was Thad Castellan.
It's actually Thad word.
Edward Castellan. I mean, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Ah, yes, well, welcome, Thad, co-captain of the Arcshine team, and you are Elephant Man.
Wow, that's racist.
Yeah, you got that right.
Elephant Man.
I am Elephant Man. Hello, good to meet you. I bow. I offer up some knucks.
He bumps fists.
You just met this person. You're gonna knuck him.
That's what they do in Danekesh.
Whores.
They
every,
knuck.
Every single one of them. Knucking before you're married? Christ.
So they greet each other. They offer up the knucks.
In broad daylight before they're married.
That's what I read.
You're getting real close to squanching.
That's what I read in the book on Danekesh before we came over here, guys. There are a bunch of knuckleheads over here that knuck each other upon greetings and farewells.
You telling me they knuck each other hello and knuck each other goodbye?
All right. After we knuck, I am Manfred McQuaid, also known as the Ivory Alchemist. I'm sure you've heard.
Is that your preferred name, then?
No.
My preferred name is Daddy.
Oh my god, I'm crying again.
No. My preferred name is actually just Manny.
Ah, and your companions?
My name is Milo Yisserthrus.
Headmaster Sareem holds out his fist.
I shake it.
Facepalm out of Manny.
So then, I take it that this is your first trip to Danekesh and Asbira, Milo?
Oh yeah, no, I'm a long way from home, I'll tell you that.
Well then, your friend Manny is actually quite correct. It is tradition to fist bump.
What's that?
He takes your hand and fist bumps your hand with his.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Smooth, easy, quick. It's a good gesture.
I
Just a
fist bump.
smooth, easy, quick knucking.
I want to go knuck everyone in the room.
Man, I would have knucked Kyrasta if I knew this was their national thing.
Everybody has a little something to learn here.
I would like to learn the name of the final member of your party.
Dixon.
No, I'm fully aware of who he's talking about. I just had to make sure my composure was there. My name is Dixon Cider.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Cider. Mr. Dixon Cider.
Please, Mr. Cider's my father.
And he holds out his fist to Knuck.
Say, knuck me gently. It's my first time. And I knuck him. I knuck him sweet and sensually with my scarred knucking hands. I'm a scaly man knucker.
So fucking stupid.
What part of the 6 years that we've done this podcast hasn't been stupid?
All right, if you all would follow me then, I will show you to your rooms and show you where you may practice tomorrow and where the study rooms are as well. There is plenty for you to do here, and we are very excited to have our first match of the season here in Asbira. It is the capital of Danekesh, and as much of the world agrees, Pyrocross is the most exciting sport. Don't you all agree?
Mr.
Not
Teacher.
exactly.
Shut up, Mr. Teacher. I have a question.
Yes.
Are we gonna get dinner or anything? I like to be wine and dine after I get knucked.
After you get knucked?
Yeah.
Well, that is a weird way to put it, but yes, you will be provided with all the room and board that you will need while you are here.
And a room for the people you knuck? You're a classy guy.
Coach Rolta gives you a side eye and goes, Dixon, quiet.
Okay.
I think someone might be running laps tomorrow.
Oh.
He's like, I'm not even on the fucking team.
It's like, you don't realize I can fly.
You're like, you need me more than I need you. I don't want to be.
Yeah, 1. Ooh, 2, I can fly. Literally can fly.
Dixon, Milo, act like you've been here before.
I haven't.
Yeah, but
I have been here before, and I go up to give you a knock.
I know it's, I have to duck you back because in this culture, if you don't knuck somebody when they offer a knuck, it's a big sign of disrespect. And I don't want to do that in their land. So
Yeah, I was just acting like I've been here before.
you're going to abuse the fuck out of the knuck.
I just learned how to do this. I'm so excited.
He's just going to walk up to everybody. They're going to have to do it.
So as you guys are arguing with Coach Rolta, you leave the hallway that led to the stone room with the teleportation circle. And now you're into a wide hallway that has one wall that is all open air. And you're walking down an arcade of columns, and you can see out over the city. It is a very sunny climate in Danikesh. The sun is shining down through the open air. It is a brilliant blue sky. The city down below is roofs of terracotta tiles and domed ceilings, and you can see markets along most of the thoroughfares outside. And you can, closer to the building, see that what appears to be the university is surrounded by a high wall that is covered in mosaics of different feats of magical abilities and plant growth. And one that you can briefly see appears to be the building of the college itself. After that, you're through the arcade, and Headmaster Sareem shows you the field where you'll be able to practice and then eventually play Pyrocross. And he says, out there we have our top-of-the-line, brand new field. It is a little bit unique in the fact that it has many tiers to its field. And indeed, you can see that it's not just a flat field. It drops down in the middle of the field. So at the ends of the field, you can see what is the end zone is kind of level with the stands around it. And then the next tier down is a drop of 5 or 10 feet, and then another drop in the center, so that there's 3 tiers. And then he takes you past that and eventually shows you your rooms and says, I hope that you all have a wonderful stay, and if you have any questions, feel free to tell Coach Rolta, and she will reach out to me. I wish you the best, and we will see you on the field. And he leaves.
Not before a good knocking.
He goes around and gives you all a fist bump.
He knocked all of us again?
Wow. In a row?
Before I even ate, he's knocked me twice.
We did a
God,
group.
he's so polite.
We did a group knuck. Everybody just went in the middle.
A gang knock?
All right.
And this is when we are not efficient.
Yeah.
I mean, we're establishing important world building of this country's culture.
It's been 45 minutes of us to
Teleport.
go to the whack,
Pick up our
teleport,
stuff and teleport here.
and meet their headmaster.
Yeah, just knocking off. Yeah.
That's what we've done.
Yes.
But this is the immersive experience that they've come to know from the Death Saving Bros podcast.
I would assume we were supposed to get through at least a day of practice.
How do you practice?
We are going to show you how to practice.
We are going to just montage ourselves getting a long rest. We're going to montage getting ready. We're going to just poof.
It's going to
Let's
play
pray.
the Rocky theme in the background.
Well, guys, the great thing is we have a coach here who will help us with some drills.
I'm going to get drilled.
We're going to teach you the
After I've
sport
been
of
knocked.
Pyrocross. And Thad, on the side, you and I have to figure out how the fuck we're going to carry this. So, coach.
So, Manny, what do you want?
What do you mean, what does he want? You're the coach.
I want to be coached.
Do we want to jump right into a practice here, or kind of? I know we got a few days till the game itself. How do we want to use our time
Manny,
here?
I've never loved you more.
I thought
I
you said,
really thought
"I
I was
never
going to
loved you."
stop.
Manny, I've never loved you. Period.
Like, what are you, my dad?
Yes, I think going to practice would be a great idea. Get your gear, let's go down to that field. I'm super excited about the element that tiered system is going to bring into our game. Especially since apparently that motherfucker can fly. And she points at Dixon.
Yeah, I mean, I think having the guy that can fly and the guy that's so small that people might completely miss him could be advantageous.
And when I said I could fly, I meant I can't fly.
Dixon Cider.
I'm not playing.
Dixon Cider. Dixon Cider.
That's my name.
You can fly.
Cannot fly.
You can fly.
Cannot.
He can fly.
Can't.
He can fly, he can fly, he can fly.
Cannot fly.
Well, let's find out exactly what you can do out on that field.
Just gonna chuck
Chucks
me
you
off
off
a
a cliff.
building.
And so Coach Rolta takes you all down to the field, and you walk out, and the stadium is quite large. It's probably a little bit smaller than a college football stadium. You line up at one end of the field, and she says, all right, first things first. We know Thad is our batter. Who is going to be our pitcher?
I call catcher.
The person that does the pitching should probably have a pretty good dexterity.
Oh, not Manny. Which one of you is more dexterous?
You know, you gotta finger that ball real good.
Who is better at fingering the ball?
Say I got about 3 tricks up my sleeve.
That answers 0 of my questions.
I have +3.
Fuck. I guess I'll be the fucking pitcher.
All right, Dixon Cider. You will be
I'm
our
not
pitcher.
playing, but I guess I could be the
Dixon Cider.
pitcher. Can't pitch.
Can fly.
Cannot fly. Or pitch.
Can pitch.
No, sir.
Will be our pitcher.
Well, see, if you pitch, you can pitch really hard, and then when it hits somebody, it might hurt them.
Yeah, but don't we lose if that happens?
No. It's a good thing.
Wait, can't I just self-sabotage your game and lose
Dixon
it on
Cider.
purpose? Because I'll
We
be
explained
pitching.
to you that this sport allows you to cut other people and yourself,
What, am I
right?
pitching knives at them?
Sure.
I mean, after you throw the ball, you can follow it with a knife. Like, that's the fun part.
I'll pitch, but I'm not happy about it.
Great. Thank
Can I
you.
catch?
There's no catcher. But,
Whoa.
well, not
Catch it with your body.
not in terms of American baseball, which I don't know what the hell that is. Yes, you can catch the ball out in the field, Milo. But first, let's figure out how to pitch and hit. So, Thad, why don't you line up like you're gonna hit this ball out of the stadium? Because I know you can.
I line up like I'm about to smack this ball out of the stadium.
You, Dixon, you go over there, and you're gonna pitch the ball, and you gotta try and get it past Manny. You can get it past Manny any day of the week. You gotta try and get it past Thad.
Coach, come on.
You fumbled the ball, Manny.
Coach.
2 days from now is when you make up for it. But right now I'm talking to Dixon, Cider, and Thad.
Yeah.
All right, so she explains that when you pitch the ball, you have to roll a contested check of sleight of hand or athletics, whichever one you choose to do both as the pitcher and as the batter. So why don't we go ahead and do a couple rounds of that, Dixon and Thad.
Lay it on me.
I'd like to. So the batter does a strength check. Is that what it is?
Can do an athletics or a sleight of hand check, either one, for both.
So okay, who's the batter?
Thadward, team captain,
All
team
right.
batter.
So are you
Team
going?
wall.
Are you going to be using strength checks?
Team wall.
Yes.
I would like to enhance his ability with a second level spell.
Is that new?
No, I've had enhanced ability.
To roid me the fuck up. Let's go.
You get, it's concentration up to an hour. I'm going to choose Bull's Strength. So target has advantage on strength checks, and your carrying capacity doubles if that matters.
Carrying the team capacity. All right. Got a broke leg.
But we will get to do a rest and restore the surges before the game, right?
Right. The surges will all restart at dawn.
Okay, yeah, I'll burn that instead of... No, I kind of want to roll. No, I'm just going to let it. I'm gonna use it.
I mean, you do have. Oh no, you've just got the 1 second level.
Nuh-uh. I have at least 3 surges. At the very least, I have 2 level 1 surges, 1 level 2 surge, and then this new 1 to 4 level surge I have.
You're right. I just double checked my surge table. Okay, so sounds good, Milo. You go ahead and you boost Thad's athletics checks. So let's hear what the pitcher threw.
So, question. Could I take the ball and attach a Crimson Right to it? Could I throw an electric fastball?
Technically, yes, you could turn the ball into an improvised weapon and put a Crimson Right on it, but I wouldn't recommend doing that as the pitcher because you're not trying to hit the guy, you're trying to just get it past the batter. Once you're on the field, though, yeah, you could
Like the
throw
pitch
it.
is the kickoff to start the game. You don't need to do it then. Once the game's going, then that's a good idea.
But what if I throw it past the batter?
Well, that's your goal.
What if the batter misses?
If the batter misses, then you've scored a point for your team.
So, are you thinking that by imbuing it with this like electricity and Crimson Right, that it will speed up the pitch like a super fastball because of like the lightning?
Well, that, or I don't know a single person that wants to on purposely swing and hit a ball of lightning. Nobody's hitting this shit.
Or it'd be hard to hit a ball that's invisible.
Or from a pitcher that's flying. If I could fly. I might be the first rookie to throw a no-hitter.
Are we on the same team?
Yeah.
No.
How?
This is me.
Why are we pitching and batting to?
This is practice.
That's practice.
But if I'm going to pitch in the game, I want to know how to fuck the other team up really good.
Oh, I see.
I want to knuck them. Knuck
And
them
Thad
hard.
would absolutely 100% still try to bat it, no matter what's going. Like you could polymorph it into like an adult dragon, and Thad's still just gonna swing for the fences.
Yeah, well, if I can strike him out, I can strike anybody else out, apparently.
Theoretically.
Especially an enhanced Thad.
Correct.
Thad's just been waiting at the other end of the field, like
Just
Batter stance have not broken eye contact.
Okay. I know you said this. What am I rolling for strength or
Your choice of sleight of hand or athletics.
my athletics? I have my athletics as +7. That's why I'm asking, because I think I fucked that math up.
Oh,
Yeah, when it's specifically sleight of hand, I have +7.
I mean, if you want to throw an athletics check, you can do that.
Oh, so yeah, no, we're the same. If we both have, yeah, my sleight of hand's +7.
For any of those skills, it's just whatever the modifier is of whatever's in parentheses next to it, that's what you get. But if you're proficient in it, you also add your proficiency bonus.
That's what I thought. Okay. This didn't make sense. It's because I didn't update it when I leveled up. I have arrived at a conclusion that it is now +7.
Great. Fantastic.
I have arrived.
You've arrived?
I've
oh
arrived.
heavens, I'm
I
arriving.
have arrived.
You're arriving? Oh, he's going to arrive.
Well, he has already arrived, which means he has come.
Oh, I have arrived. 26.
And what did Thad roll?
Also 26.
All right, now we got to whip him out, see who's is bigger.
Foul tip.
I think it's kind of like the
Don't you dare say if it
If
meets,
it-
it beats, you fucker.
if it meets, it beats sort of thing. So if the batter meets, then they successfully hit the ball. So Thad, you get to, for every multiple of 4 that you succeed against the pitcher, the ball will travel 20 yards. So in this case, the ball goes 20 yards downfield.
Pop.
And then do I catch it? Is that like what happens?
The batter actually gets to direct the ball.
I bean it straight at Milo. He needs to practice directly at him.
That is a very precise contact swing, which is not fucking easy.
Essentially what we do right now is just try to show Dick's Insider how to pitch, and you're just throwing like bullpen right now, but with
Yeah.
that out here for
It's,
BP.
it's live. Yeah, live BP.
Yeah, we're practicing the elements of the game so that when we go to play it, it all makes sense.
You fuck.
Great.
So Coach Rolta says, "All right, that's a pretty good. Well, actually, that's not a pretty good. That's a damn fine pitch, son. Why don't you go ahead and wind up again? Let's see if you can get it past that. He almost never only hits at 20 yards."
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I could do to like help boost your ability. Hold on.
I can cast Gust.
Oh,
I have fancy boots of jump. Yay.
I create a blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried and that weighs no more than 5 pounds.
Is this essentially an ability check, huh? Is that what the pitcher is considered to be doing, is an
Yes.
ability check?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both pitcher and batter.
You know what? I'm going to use my Flash of Genius feat on,
Flash of Jesus feet?
no, Flash of Genius feat to help Dixon Sider out, because I need him to have a little bit of confidence in his pitching ability so that he does good.
But I'm not even playing.
Even at the expense of maybe having
Dad's feelings.
Thad miss. Because that also, if Thad misses right now too, that's going to do a lot for the team. That's going to, one, pump you up where you're not going to let that happen again.
Or he just never
Like where you're
plays
not
again.
too comfortable
No,
too.
just
Yeah,
give
you
up on
quit
the
the
spot.
sport altogether. 3, you start actually referring to me as your co-captain and not just calling yourself the captain the whole time.
Team captain.
So essentially just add 4 to your roll on top of whatever you're already adding.
But why?
Because of my Flash of Genius feat.
Because there's Flash of Jesus feet.
I had a Flash of Genius, which allows me or another creature within 30 feet when they make an ability check or a saving throw to use a reaction to add my intelligent modifier to that roll, and I could use it the number of times equal to my intelligent modifier, so 4 per long rest. So,
Dungeon Master.
Yes, sir.
What's the HP of a Pyrocross bat?
are you trying to break the bat?
Mm-hmm.
We'll say 10.
Okay.
You're like, I'll attack the bat with this ball.
I'm just saying, like, if I put a Crimson Right on it, I could break the bat. If he did hit the lightning ball, like, it would break his fucking bat. That's an out.
It's an out.
Bitch.
I've decided a broken bat means out.
Oh, no.
Did you fuck up?
Sure did. Real
After
bad.
I gave you a +4
Real
on top
bad.
of your +7, you have +11.
Real bad. 18.
Okay, so we have an 18 from the pitcher and the batter.
A 15.
Oh, damn.
Egad.
All right. Dixon, why don't you go ahead and describe what kind of pitch you throw to make it go past Thad?
Throws it in the opposite direction.
I threw a ball with enough topspin that it dropped right in front of that. Kind of like a fork ball.
All right. So you throw your pitch. Thad swings, he misses, and Coach Rolta goes, "Oh my God, where have you been all my life?" Dixon, if you throw like that tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I'm going to come.
I just look at the coach and say, I don't want to pitch again.
But that,
I'm not playing.
but because you got to pass the batter, that means that you would have gotten our team a point. And whoever gets to 5 points first wins. Although, as a pitcher, you can only get 3 points in a row. But that doesn't matter. Just throw like that tomorrow, or 2 days from now, and it's going to be great.
Thad cries, but they're tears of joy because he's so proud.
Manny, it just when I see Thad swing and miss, just mouth is gaped open a little bit. Not the right word. Mouth is.
From all that knucking.
This is a really bad episode.
Jaws open a little bit, and I just gasp.
And then Coach Rolta says, "All right, so let's say that did hit that into play. And, we're all on the team together. Just like that ball he hit before. He was able to hit it well enough to Milo over there, who's standing on the 20-yard line.
Hi.
You still got that ball over there?
Yep.
It's in his pocket.
Fantastic. All right, now we're going to run a quick drill just to see if we can move it down the field. Now, you guys come in here. Come in. We're going to have Thad and Milo. You guys are going to try and get it down to the opposite end. And Manny and Dixon, you're going to try and stop them from moving the ball downfield. All right?
Right.
So, in terms of the rules, if Thad is batting and he succeeds in hitting the ball, for every multiple of 4, he can hit it another 20 yards. And if there is one of his teammates in that area, then he can just direct it to that person. No check is needed. So in that case, Milo was at the 20-yard line. He gets the ball, and then the ball is put into play. The team in possession has 4 chances to get the ball close enough to the opponent's scoring ring to make an attempt on scoring. And that's rounds, not each of you gets 1 chance to try and get it downfield.
Okay.
On your turn, you get to affect the ball or the players in whatever manner you see fit to try and promote or hinder the progression of the ball. So let's go ahead and roll initiative, and then we'll go ahead and start affecting each other.
All right. I'd like to drink my daily elixir as we're getting started with this practice. Just so you know.
20.
22.
25.
I rolled an 8 for initiative.
All right. So it'll be Thad, Dixon, Milo, and then Manny. Now, Thad, because you're up first, you can choose to do a physical or magical attack on either the people in front of you or on the ball, and those are deemed successful based on your opponent's armor class. If you want to try a skill check, like a perception check to try and perceive your opponent's weaknesses, you need to succeed against a DC 15 or your opponent's AC, whichever is lower. And you can't use any maneuver twice in a row. So if Thad did a perception check this turn, he can't do a perception check next turn.
All right. So, are we still in the same position where, like, Dixon as the pitcher, I guess, would probably be farther back?
Yeah, we'll say that Milo is starting at the 20-yard line, and in this case, we're going to say yards is feet, just for the sake of ease of moving around. So Milo's at the 20-foot mark, Thad is at the 0-foot mark, and then we'll have Manny and Dixon both at the 20.
Okay. So, Thad would like to run up 30 feet, so he's, I guess, in front of Milo now.
Are we doing a handoff?
He's going to let you keep the ball,
Okay.
because you need the practice. And I'm going to whip out my snazzy new rifle, and then I'm going to fire at Dixon, and I would like to use winging shot.
This is revenge for the out.
Because I know Dixon, if given the opportunity, will probably actually murder Milo right here on the field.
No.
All right, does a 23 hit you?
No.
Well, dang.
Maybe.
All right, and then you also have to make a DC 16 strength check. Or strength save.
16.
Meets it beats.
That's for meeting and beating my pitch, you bitch.
All right. So how much damage do you do?
9.
Ow.
Okay, so Dixon would take 9 damage, and Coach Rolta yells out as the bullet pierces your skin. Hey, don't worry about that, Dixon. The grounds are magical. It'll wear off at the end of this practice. But if you do get knocked down to 0, you gotta sit out, so make sure you don't take too much damage when you're playing. Goes the same for all of you.
I have 69 hit points left, you ass.
Neat.
Nice.
All right, so that would be 1 success for the offense. Next up would be Dixon. Your turn. You can try and stop the ball. You can try and stop the players. It is your turn to try and get a success.
Where's Milo?
We'll say
Pretty close.
10 feet from you.
Wait, 10 feet from...
Me.
Yeah.
But I ran 10 feet in front of Milo, so did I just, like, shoot you with a rifle from, like, directly in front
Right
of you?
next to me? Yes.
No. So you ran in between them and then turned around and fired back towards Dixon.
We're in a triangle.
Correct.
Ew.
Dixon is square with Milo.
Just ran up and barreled stuff, man. Just
So everybody knows too, from that my experimental elixir I drank from the day, I did roll an 8 for it, which is my commander result, which makes it so friendly creatures gain +1 to hit and damage if they're within 5 feet of me. So if you're close to me, you do more to hit and damage.
good. So +1, huh? +1, you say?
An extra +1.
I want to imbue my longsword with my shocking crimson right. And I want to attack Milo twice. I want to knuck him. Knuck him hard.
Okay, so you activate the Crimson Right with the Shocking Right. In order to do that, you're going to need to take necrotic damage equal to a roll of your Hemocraft die. Did you roll that?
No. For my Crimson Right? Since when?
Since I just read it.
Well, that's fine. I didn't know that. So I have not done that once.
Yeah, I didn't think that you had either now that I'm reading it. Your Hemocraft die, because your 7th level is a 1d6. Wait, are you 7th or 9th level now?
9th, it's 1d6. That I have written down.
Okay.
3.
Okay, so you take another 3 damage, and your Shocking Right engages on your longsword. And then go ahead and roll your attack against Milo.
You said he's 10 feet away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A longsword has a reach of what, 5 feet?
Correct.
Because I'm just trying to see if you still get the bonus, because it says like creatures within 5 feet of me get the +1 to a...
I'll be moving away from you.
Yeah, but if you only move 5 feet away, and then it's a 5-foot reach to hit him, you're still within a 5-foot radius of me to hit him at 10 feet away.
If you just run forward and do a fencing maneuver, 1-foot lunge.
Yeah, like if you don't run all the way up into space and just run like only 5 feet away from me, you could still hit him at 5 feet away because that's your reach. And then you could get +1 to your attack roll and your damage roll.
Yeah, I'll give him 2 pokies.
Imbue it, and you're like,
Yeah. So with that, it's 26 for the first hit. Does that hit you?
And that's just my armor class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
About 16. Is that going to get you going too?
Oh, I'll take a 16.
Oh, yeah. And the Crimson Right on both hits or just the first one? I know we talked about it before. I don't remember.
Each hit with the Crimson Right activated weapon will add a Hemocraft die's worth of extra damage.
Oh, I like this.
Neat.
So for the first hit is 8 plus 5, so 13 for the first, and 10 for the second.
Jeez.
All right, I took 23 damage.
Coach Rolta says, Milo, don't feel too bad about that. I don't know where the hell Dixon's getting swings like that from. I don't know what that shocking shit on his sword is either.
It's from all my cuts, aren't they nice?
As long as you're doing it to the other team. All right. Who's up next? Milo, get him back.
Well, we gotta get the ball down the field, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit these guys with a entangle spell. So, 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. I want to get them both and then keep as much of the downfield as possible. It's a strength saving throw to not be restrained of a 16 for both y'all.
Okay, so you cast Entangle. Weeds sprout up out of the ground to grab at Manny and Dixon. And because it's a concentration spell, your previous spell that you cast on Thad is going to end. And Entangle, well, you got that new fancy Surge, so you're good on Surge slots as well.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and roll those strength saving throws for me, Manny and Dixon.
it's going to be a 20 for me.
You pass.
12.
And
Boom, restrained.
with that, I use You said we're definitely taking a long rest before, after practice, right?
Yes, that's the plan.
That's the plan. Man, he's gonna have nightmares coming to the game. He's gonna play like shit because he never had a long rest and has no spell slots. I will be so sad. I'll do it anyways. I use my Flash of Genius again to give Dixon another +4 to that strength saving throw.
16.
You can't do that
Why the fuck not?
because you haven't had the round hasn't refreshed yet. So your reaction to help Dixon on his previous pitch is still like that. Well, that would be. Yeah, I'm going to do that anyways.
Ah,
So fuck you.
All right, well, never mind. Get fucked, I guess, Dixon.
But it was a good idea.
I'll remember this.
and now that I've cast a spell, I'm going to just run.
Okay, so you run forward. Dixon is entangled. Manny was not entangled, which means that your spell was considered a success.
While I'm passing Thad, I want to offer him the Knuck.
I mean, I guess we're in Danica, so I have to Knuck him.
So excited. I continue to scurry.
When in Danica, you know what I'm saying?
I have a speed of 25 feet.
And Coach Rolta says, "Attaboy, Milo, way to get him back. All right, Manny, let's see what you got. Show me the goods."
My goodness.
Coach, are you alright?
Pyrocross, am I right?
I mean, I feel it.
I'll show you the goods, all right.
Starts headbanging his trunk again.
So Milo, you said you ran, so you were at like the 20-foot mark, and you just ran to the 45-foot mark?
Yes.
All right.
And there's difficult terrain.
Like for me, too.
Yeah, I'm unaffected by it.
I just didn't know what kind of, space that took up on the ground.
20-foot square. Starting from, I put you and Dixon on, the edge of it, so 20 feet of your movement is difficult terrain. But Dixon has to succeed on a strength save first, because he is caught.
No, that's fine. Well, in case it wasn't clear earlier, I'd like to make sure my shield is out. Naturally. I guess I'll stampede my way through the difficult terrain and try to move as much as I can. So what is it, half my speed?
Yes, it's half speed through difficult terrain.
So I make it 15 feet through, so I'm still a little bit in it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast the spell Flaming Sphere at 4th level.
Damn.
Well, I have the fancy 4th level spell slot. Might as well try it out, right?
Yep, because you're theoretically going to get that back.
Stop saying I'm theoretically going to take a long rest, Paul. I'm taking a long rest right after practice. I swear, Paul, I'm going to be so sad. This is just my time to practice mechanics. This is what practice is for. Alright, so what it does is it's going to make a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appear in an unoccupied space of my choice within range. So I'm going to make it sure it's 5 feet in front of Milo has the ball, right?
Correct.
No, yeah.
It's going to be 5 feet right in front of Milo. The creature's going to take 2d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful. And since I'm doing it at 4th level, it's actually going to be 4d6. And then each turn as a bonus action, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet. And if I ram it into people, then they're going to have to take a saving throw against the damage. And then also, if you end a turn within 5 feet of it, you have to take the damage as well. And flammable objects along its path get lit on fire.
Okay, you said that you want to put it 5 feet in front of Milo. Do you just want to put it in his space? Because otherwise he wouldn't have to make a saving throw right now. He would only have to make it next turn.
Didn't you say at the beginning, just if they're within a range of it, they take damage?
Yeah, so it says if they end a turn within 5 feet.
Right, but not start a turn.
Oh. So, yeah, then I'll just put it on him, ramming it into Milo. So, you are going to have to make a saving throw. Yeah, so that, my spellcasting modifier, I use intelligence. So your saving throw is going to be 16 on an intelligence saving throw.
Excellent. I'm proficient in intelligence saving throws.
An intelligence saving throw.
No, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you have to make a dexterity saving throw. But DC to beat is 16 still.
I rolled a 16.
If it meets, it beats.
Not sad. Well, you're still going to take half damage on a 4d6, so let's see. That plus that is that plus that is that plus that is that. Divided by 2. 8 damage.
Okay.
Coach Rolta steps in and says, all right. That's enough for now. Manny, I like the flaming sphere. Milo's a little dodgy little fucker. Don't worry about it. I know you're going to get him when we actually play.
Coach, I still was effective, but...
I know, that's why I'm saying. He's a scary little fella. I have full faith in you.
Rawr.
And you better not let me down.
I won't. Trust me, I've thought about it every day since
Thought about letting you down.
since the incident.
She comes up behind you, grabs your shoulders, and shakes you and goes, that's right, because we're Pyrocross players.
Yeah. Damn straight.
Oh yeah, and I just come running out of nowhere and just chest bump someone. Whoever's closest to where I am at the moment.
I hope to God it's not me.
It's Milo.
Okay, Milo's about to just get launched across the field.
I mean, you'd have to lay down to chest bump me.
I lift you up, I toss you in the air slightly, and then I chest bump him. Like setting a volleyball.
Used and abused.
And with that, I think we're going to end our episode at the end of this round of practice for Pyrocross.
Can we, at the end of practice, go shower up and take a long rest?
Yes. We'll go ahead and have you get back to your dorm room and shower up and get rested up. So you will be fully set to go for our next session with all your spell slots and surges back.
Theoretically.
Good Knuckin night.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, it's no longer theoretical. You're actually getting it. I am giving it to you.
I'd like to take so much melatonin that I sleep through the nightmares.
You don't have any nightmares.
Theoretically.
You don't have melatonin.
Theoretically, there's no nightmares.
Theoretically, if you listeners enjoyed what you were listening to in this episode, you could head over to patreon.com/deathsavingbros to get more Death Saving Bros content. We have bloopers. We have a lot of bloopers from this episode. We have conversational recaps, and we have extra episodes. If you want to keep in touch with us in between shows, you can hit us up on social media at Death Saving Bros. I am personally available at HB Camper.
You can find me at benfro15.
And you can find me at ima_b_rad.
You can find me at the Reddit.
You can find me on the PlayStation Network as FATT-Smith.
And to all those of you who are listening in your cars, in your homes, or wherever you may be, keep saving those death throws, and we'll see you on the next one. This episode was made possible by our patrons. The following individuals have pledged at the $5 tier. Tad Corsi. Thank you for your support. Some of the sounds and background music in this production are copyright material. The songs Lawless Worcester and Our Hakeem Wills It Palace are copyright Will Savino and the Music D20 Project. These tracks are used with permission, all rights reserved. The song, The Dangerous Dole Olivia, is by Ivan Duke. This track is used with permission, all rights reserved.